It's Mr. For the Fellas.
Okay.
It's Mr. Relationship Resource.
Okay.
It's Mr. Voice of Reason.
Okay.
I am what I do what I do. So
Okay.
I'm the person that most men come to for relationship problems. I am an author.
Okay.
Now.
Okay.
I'm a therapist, I'm an entrepreneur,
Okay.
and I'm also a syndicated columnist. I write a nationally syndicated column called For the Fellas.
Okay.
It's in multiple cities across the country, in newspapers, magazines, all across the nation. Over 2 million readers worldwide.
Wow.
So we're doing some big things, and I'm putting them out every single week. So the man, Jack Daniels, is all about growth.
Wow.
Somebody that's all about progress and trying my best to help people heal a lot of the hurts that they have. He said, my life was in between the lines of those pages. My life was dedicated to all of those characters in the book. He said, my life was right there. And there was so many things that I was doing wrong in my life and in the context of relationships, I had no choice but to try to make a change.
What I really gathered from the book more than anything else was a tool to evaluate the past relationships that I was in, and one in particular, and to see the things that I've learned from it. And when you go through and you fill out your relationship roster and you see who it is you're with, you'll begin to see kind of who you are today. And you find things like tenacity and integrity and honesty.
You will have who you want when you know what you want. And that's what this book is about. This book is about identifying who it is that you really want.
For me, it was a relief that somebody actually put what I already kind of knew, and what some of my girlfriends discussed and what some of my male friends discussed actually on paper. So I think it's a great book because, like Latricia said, it opens up the dialogue for both women and men to start talking about these things.
A lot of us categorize particular relationships in our lives, and in order to come to who we are as an individual and a whole person, we utilize those relationships to discover ourselves. The book is actually written in the pretext of an analogy, a sports analogy. It's something that all men can understand, all men can relate to. If I were a coach, and I decided to go through a postseason analysis, I decided to go through all of my past relationships, I decided to say to myself, you know, where did I go wrong, and evaluate all of myself, then I'm gonna have tryouts. Am I right, fellas? Yes. If you're trying to formulate a championship team, you need to have tryouts. This is my first round draft pick. As a first-round draft pick, you're probably fresh out of college. You're probably very inexperienced. You've never been in the league before, and you have no idea what we do up in this area, up in here, up in here. So you need to learn some things, and I need to teach you some things. It's all about realizing what's inside of you and yourself, and then taking that and applying it to your life, and then doing whatever you have to do that's necessary to become the person that you're purposed to be. So finding the right woman is all about finding yourself first.
Okay.
Once you find yourself, then you're ready to receive the happiness that you have, then you're ready to receive the wholeness that you are as an individual.
Okay. So then you found yourself then.
I found myself, I found my passion, I found my potential, I found my purpose. I wouldn't be the man that's standing here right next to you if I didn't.
Wow, there you have it.